My throat is parched. Oh, what I would give for some cold tea.
Oh, and now that you mention that, I could use a nice drink too. I wonder if dinner is ready yet.
I'm cutting off all ties with your parents-in-law. I'll never see them again.
That's totally okay. Helen, things are disastrous over here.
Trouble busters!
Helen, we're going back to my parents' house next week, so get ready for that, okay?
What? Again?
What?
No, I feel like we go back every weekend at this point.
What? I'm free to go back to my parents' house whenever I want, aren't I?
I mean, sure, but my name is Helen Smith, and every Saturday and Sunday I stay at Kevin's parents' house, but I never feel like I want to, and that's because...
Mom, Dad, I'm home.
Oh, Kevin, welcome back. Oh, and you're here too, Helen. Yes, ma'am.
My room has gotten messy this past week.
I wish there was someone good at cleaning to help us out, you know? Yes, I'll get started on that now. I've finished cleaning, and now I'm gonna take a break. My throat is parched. Oh, what I would give for some cold tea.
Oh, and now that you mention that, I could use a nice drink too.
Yes, I'll bring some over. Here's your tea, everyone. Huh?
Oh, damn, my stomach is speaking to me, looks like. I wonder if dinner is ready yet. Oh, damn, now that you mention it, it is time for dinner, isn't it? I would like to eat soon.
Of course. This soup, it's astonishingly bland, don't you think?
Even if we gave you the benefit of the doubt, yeah, we can't praise you for this. Sorry, Mom, Dad. Helen's cooking's always been pretty subpar, if you know what I mean.
I made sure everything was made the right way, though.
Your feelings don't frickin' matter now. The fact is that neither Mom nor Dad is satisfied with their dinner, damn it.
I'm sorry about that. Not only your cooking, Helen, but I also found a small speck of dust by the window. Helen, I taught you well, didn't I? It's important to clean thoroughly from end to end, isn't it? And yet you leave a small speck of dust behind. I'm sorry. Who would have thought that she'd be so bad at cooking and cleaning, Kevin? I think you made a mistake in choosing your wife.
Maybe I did. I guess I should start considering looking for a new wife.
Hey now, even you, Kevin? Listen to us, Helen. We're saying all of this for your sake, understand?
I'm telling you, if you could do everything a little better, Mom and Dad wouldn't complain about anything. Before you get dissatisfied with us, take a better look at yourself and make a change.
But I work on weekdays too, so on weekends
Still gonna argue, are ya?
Helen, your family needs to be treated well, you know, even if they're your in-laws. Yes, that's true, but I hope we'll continue to be friends. I have high hopes for you. Yes, ma'am. Why did I have to let my goddamn in-laws say all of that to me? My husband, who is supposed to protect me in times like these, joins them and abuses me in the same manner. I wonder, can I continue to live with people like this? No, I cannot do it. I'd lost my patience by that point and decided to take a certain course of action. Unforgivable. Troublebusters initiate.
Helen, about us going back to my parents' house for the New Year holidays, well, this time we're planning to stay for a week in accordance with my holidays from work.
A week?
Yeah, something wrong?
A week? You can't be serious.
What the hell?
It's a precious time of the year, the New Year's holidays, and I don't want my parents-in-law to say all sorts of nasty things to me during that time.
That's because you can't do shit right, you know.
Yes, you're absolutely right. That's precisely why I'm cutting off all ties with your parents-in-law. For their sake, I'll never see them again.
Helen, are you serious about that?
I'm telling you because I've made up my mind, and nothing you can do will ever change it.
Ah, I see. Well, I guess that can't be helped then.
Oh, so you accept my declaration so easily?
Hell yeah, I do. It's totally okay. Seems like Mom and Dad were also fed up with your subpar behavior after all.
Well, hello, and how do you do? How convenient.
Well then, I'll just go back to my parents' house and have a nice time while you spend a lonely New Year's alone, all right?
Yeah, I'll do that. Thanks. Spending New Year's alone is the absolute best. Hello?
Helen, things are disastrous over here.
Oh, what's wrong, darling? You sound pretty panicked.
About that. Well, so much is going on, you see. Do you have some time now?
Why?
Well, come to my parents' house.
I decline.
But why?
I told you I severed my ties with your family, didn't I?
Yeah, you did say that, and I haven't forgotten, but now it's an emergency.
Yeah, even if you say that.
Please, Helen, please.
I understand. I'll listen to the situation.
Thank you, honey.
Well?
Actually, a few pretty frightening guys came to our house and said that the house is theirs. I think things are gonna get dangerous.
Ah, about that little situation, is it?
Do you know about this matter?
Well, yeah, I do. I've already sold your house after all.
It's sold? You goddamn bitches, how many times do I have to say the same thing before you understand, eh? No, that's what we should say to you, good sir.
Huh? We've already completed the fricking formalities, bucko. From today onwards, this house is our property, the property of the gangbusters.
The gangbusters? Don't tell me you mean the notorious, fraternity of people who have ties to the mafia?
Ah, so you do know about us, don't you, old man?
Hey, Kevin, are you talking to Helen?
Mom, about that, Helen said she already sold this house or something?
What? Hey, let me talk to her a bit.
Sure.
Hey, Helen, honey. Oh, is that you, Mrs. Smith? Happy New Year, and here's to your good health, ma'am. Oh my, such a rude tone of voice. My apologies, I'm just messing around a little bit.
You little...
All right, let's get back to the situation at hand. Helen, what the hell do you mean by sold our house? Sold your house, ma'am? Well, I simply sold your house to someone else. I'm not asking the terminology.
Helen, you better fricking cool it with the bullshit!
No, Kevin, you and your family better cool it with your stubborn bullshit, all right?
My house was suddenly sold one day? Who the hell would fricking accept that truth if they had that happen to them?
I said I'm cutting off all ties with your parents-in-law. I'll never see them again, didn't I? I heard that from Kevin, but wasn't that just a momentary impulse of anger? Why would anyone say something as serious as cutting ties with their parents-in-law on impulse, ma'am? I'm the type of person who takes responsibility for what I say.
But even if you did cut ties, how did we end up in this situation?
I'm cutting off all ties with your parents-in-law. I'll never see them again. You know what that means, right?
Hell no, I don't!
For example, Kevin, would you want to keep a complete stranger who's neither a friend nor an acquaintance even in your house for no reason?
There's no way I would!
It's rare that you and I see eye to eye on something, gotta admit. But even so, that's the point.
Even if you cut ties, they're my parents, Helen! Your husband's parents! And more frickin' importantly, how can you sell my family's house?
That's what we want to know the most. Is this some kind of ultimate prank or something? This isn't any prank, Mrs. Smith. I just sold it using lawfully acceptable methods. Lawfully acceptable methods? Yes, I sold my house, and that's all I did. Helen, honey, have you finally become unable to distinguish between what belongs to you and to other people? Yeah, and right back at you, Mrs. Smith, darling. What? Wasn't it none other than Mrs. Samantha Smith and Mr. Seth Smith who gave us that house? I think you should answer that, Kevin.
Why are you asking me?
I'm shocked that you'd forget something so important. Your parents couldn't pay the mortgage, so under the condition that the name of ownership is in the name of the newly married couple, namely us, we volunteered to pay the mortgage on their behalf. You know, they also promised future inheritance and stuff like that.
No, I remember that.
And you made me the sole owner because you were worried about managing it, didn't you?
Now that you mention it, I remember something like that happening.
So that means the name on the contract and thus the owner of your house is me and only me, correct? What? Wait a minute. I haven't heard anything about that. Isn't Kevin the owner of the house? That's what I and your father heard.
Well...
Well, since this is Kevin that we're talking about, he must have lied to you to make himself look good.
Shit.
How dare you deceive us?
But who would frickin' think that the owner had the right to sell the house?
You should have studied that much. And you can't talk down to others either, Mrs. Smith. When making changes, you would normally check these things yourself too, now wouldn't you? No, neither I nor my husband knew much about the procedures, so we left it all to Kevin. If that's the case, then you two should be held responsible for leaving it all up to him. Oh.
Hold on a minute. I admit that you're the one who owns the house, okay? But about the mortgage, I was paying it too, you know. No matter how unhappy you are, it's unfair to sell the house without telling me since I'm still paying the money.
Wait, you're absolutely right, Kevin. Would it still be unfair if Kevin paying for the mortgage ended 6 months ago? What? Since then, I've been paying it every single month. That can't be true.
But it's also true that there was a period when I was paying it too.
Even when you were paying it, you were only paying 10% of the designated amount every month, weren't you? And when you couldn't even afford to pay that generous amount, I ended up paying the whole amount, didn't I? So that can only mean... So it's not just that I'm the one who holds ownership, I was also the one who actually paid for most of the mortgage. Is that so?
No, but here, there's a minimum level of manners here.
That's true. Even after hearing these truths, I still think this behavior on this occasion was a bit, aggressive. And who, pray tell, do you think drove me to act so aggressively this time, huh? You always demanded so much from me, all because I'm Kevin's wife. And on top of that, you dare to be picky despite my diligent efforts to satisfy you.
Please, honey, please, calm down a little.
Calm down a little, you say. You have some nerve saying that to me after joining your parents in their bickering and telling me all sorts of nasty things, eh?
I'm telling you, I had no choice, see? Parents watch their children after all.
Enough frickin' excuses. Parents watch their children? That's just another way of saying that you're not frickin' independent from them. Before you tell people about the minimum level of manners here, you ought to take a better look at yourself. Hey, Helen's serious about this, huh?
Yeah.
We must persuade her, no matter what, though.
Yeah.
It's no use trying to persuade me. As you all know, the sale of the house has already been completed. The new residents have been accepted and it cannot be canceled now.
No, please. Well, then what are we gonna do now?
What are you going to do indeed?
Helen, please, help!
Sorry, my battery is dying. Well then, I'll see you around.
Hey, Helen! Helen!
Well then. When on earth will we be able to get in, eh?
Well, sir. Dad? Kevin, can anything be done about Helen? Well...
I'm sorry.
This is bad.
If you guys insist on being in our property, then...
Kevin, what's going to happen?
We'll be fine, Mom. I have a plan.
Well, shall I go to the shrine today for the final visit of the year?
Good morning, Helen. I'm back.
Oh, so you're back already. And your parents are here too.
You know full well why I frickin' brought them, Helen, no thanks to you.
Helen, we're going to be living here from today onward, okay?
Let's live together happily, okay?
What?
They don't have a home anymore, so I had no choice but to invite them here, understand?
I see.
The apartment is shared between you and me, so this time I'll get my way too.
Before it was only on weekends, but from now on, I suppose Helen will be taking care of us every day now.
We're a happy couple of gas bags, huh?
Well then, let's live together happily. I have no intention of doing that at all.
What, now you still try to be adamant that you've cut ties with us, eh? Even if you say so, as long as you're still in a relationship with me, you'll still have to be involved with Mom and Dad.
Yes, indeed, and that's why I'm cutting ties with you, too.
cut ties with me? What?
For the last time, I'm telling you I want a goddamn divorce.
Divorce?
If one really wants to cut ties with someone you're married to, this is the best way to do it after all.
What? You're going that far to freaking cut ties with mom and dad?
Yes, I want to cut ties with your parents, obviously, and you too, of course, as soon as possible.
With me too, but why?
Do I frickin' need to tell you why? You're still going to claim you're innocent even though you relentlessly bullied me alongside your parents. Just how stupidly carefree are you?
But divorce is going too far, isn't it?
I don't think it's going too far. As a matter of fact, there's more than enough evidence for why I want to.
Helen, what are you trying to say?
This is what I'm talking about. Oh, your face has changed color. Who is this woman?
You don't tell me. No, guys, this woman is just a colleague at work.
It's weird to hold hands with a colleague at work, wouldn't you say?
That might be true under normal circumstances, but she's pretty socially anxious, and she can't relax in public unless she's holding hands with someone while she walks.
Enough with the brain-dead excuses.
Bah.
I'll tell you this. This is just the beginning.
What?
These days, detectives are so good at their job, it's insane.
You. When did you do all of this?
Since you said you couldn't pay the mortgage for the house your parents live in, I'd always known you had quite the incurable spending habit, but I thought it was ridiculously strange that you were so broke you couldn't even contribute to paying the mortgage.
That's because I just started spending even more.
But that's not all. Even when we were with your parents, you said some unnatural things like, I guess I should start considering looking for a new wife?
You're overthinking things. That was a joke.
But we've actually found evidence of your affair. The fact that you've acted cool when I refused to go back to your home for New Year's was strange too. You were probably planning to invite your beloved girlfriend to meet your parents, huh?
There's no way I would do that. My parents would find out after all.
Oh, I don't think you should overestimate your parents, darling. They are so sweet to their only son, and they probably would rejoice you having an affair. No, we wouldn't have been so supportive of adultery. If not, Kevin wouldn't be so calm and confident when I told him I wasn't going.
You, that far. So, ever since you told me that you would sever your connection with my family...
Yes, indeed. I had you lot clutched in the palm of my hand.
Damn it, this bitch! Forget the damn house, Kevin. How could you do this?
Seriously going about ruining everything?
Come on now, that's not fair. You two ganging up on me like that? Ellen, dear, we'll give our son a very stern warning. For our sake, please be open-minded about sparing us.
The hell do you mean? Please be open-minded about sparing us, old man. From what position do you have the nerve to say something like that? You two are going to fall into the same hole as Kevin.
What? But why?
But that's seriously unfair. Well then, can you still say that after seeing this? Huh? Ladies and gents, prepare yourselves for the excuses about to be uttered.
Samantha, what on earth is that about? And you've been giving me so much shit, huh?
No, this is just a colleague from work.
You're not freaking working, damn you! Like mother, like son. This is freaking outrageous.
And now for the grand finale. Presto!
What? Ain't no way! You too, Dad?
I just happened to see both Samantha and Seth walking into the city on separate occasions as such. The detective also looked into you two, and lo and behold, you are as guilty as your own bastard son.
Helen, you ruined everything.
If you were smothering your lover in money, it shouldn't be too surprising that you can't pay for the mortgage, eh, Mr. Smith?
Shit! Helen, so you hired the detective again to investigate Mom and Dad after you were done with me?
Actually, the detective I hired gave me a generous discount depending on the number of requests. Not to mention the fact I was expecting the money from the sale of the house, so I thought I'd ask him for some help. You goddamn bitch! It's too malicious to step into our affairs for such a trivial reason. This is unacceptable.
Shit. But if both you and I were cheating, Samantha, our demands should cancel each other out so the alimony could be ignored, couldn't it?
Now that you mention it.
So the damage to us is 0.
Your brains are in a completely different world of utopia, huh?
What?
Do you think I would do something like this without thinking about the future? I've already contacted the spouses of the people you two were having affairs with.
What?
Excuse me? So you'll probably end up having to pay a lot of alimony in any case. I think it should be around time they contact you too. No, please. As I've been told yesterday, even though I look otherwise, I am aggressive as hell when I want to be. So when I do something, I do it thoroughly. Especially to people who have done something terrible to me. Oh.
Haha, both of you! So goddamn disappointing! You
have no right to tell us that,
you pathetic bastard! No, it's because you're fricking like that I inherited that too! Don't blame it on genetics!
You're the one who made Helen angry anyway.
Huh? You're just as guilty as I am for angering Helen! Perhaps, but it's a husband's duty to protect his wife, isn't it?
That's right!
Come on, what you say doesn't have any persuasive power right now, guys!
Can't you three stop making such a goddamn racket outside my home at the start of the new year? It's just a nuisance to the neighbors.
That being said, though, the circumstances are what they are, and...
And who are the ones responsible for creating this stupid situation, huh? You better frickin' reflect on how foolish your actions were, all right?
Hey, Helen?
Yeah?
How much will the alimony be?
Good question. I'm going to consult with a lawyer about that very soon, but it's going to cost several dozen $1,000s.
Several dozen thousand?
What about us? I don't know about you two, but since you also committed adultery, it won't be cheap, I can tell you that much. No, please.
No way!
Now I've said all I wanted to say. I'm going to pack up my things and leave, so do as you like by all means. Please, no, don't say that. I've been a full-time housewife for decades, and at this age, I don't want to work.
And you know how much of a big spender I am, so having to pay a few dozen $1,000s is gonna be a huge blow. And I'm getting old too. I can't go into debt at this age.
All of them, so pathetic.
Huh?
Enough of this already. You have literally only been thinking about yourself for a while now, huh? It was your own actions that brought this about, but you don't have a single bit of remorse, do you?
Remorse? Yeah, of course, I regret everything. Helen, I was wrong.
I was too, honey. I'm sorry, Helen.
We all did terrible things. Can you forgive us?
It's too frickin' late now. People who only regret their actions after being told they were wrong for doing them are not worth a single damn penny. No, it's even rude to the economy to compare such heartless words to a loony.
Please, Helen, don't say that. I didn't do it on purpose.
And that's precisely why I know you're not regretting shit. Talking to you any more than I already have is a frickin' waste of time. Let's negotiate the details through a lawyer from now on. Well then, goodbye forever.
Wait, Helen! Helen!
Helen,
darling! Oh!
By the way, I forgot to tell you one thing.
Huh?
Here you go, your New Year's present.
My New Year's present? But this is...
Who would have thought you'd spend so much money that you were being investigated? It must be tough, but I do hope you work hard to pay back your debt as soon as possible.
Kevin?
Goodbye, adios, sayonara, suckers. After that, alimony was demanded left, right, and center. Kevin from me, Samantha from her lover's spouse, and Seth from his lover's spouse. The family of treasonous adulterers and adulteresses became a family neck-deep in debt, and now all three are happily working multiple jobs each to make money to pay for their debts as well as their alimony. However, since Kevin also has the spending habits that plague him, and Samantha and Seth rely on income from part-time jobs, it will take them a long time to pay everything off in full. Meanwhile, I have finally cut ties with that family of goddamn traitors, and now I am at peace. I live alone now, and I think I want to enjoy life alone for a while. Trouble Busters!